Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Do you good? I hope you good. My name is Hendrawan Rizki. My student number is 2006011, and I'm from Universitas Bina Bangsa Cempena, Banda Aceh. My honorable to Miss Rizka Marlisa MPD as my first reviewer, and my honorable to Mr. Sarfuni MPD as my second reviewer. First, I want to give thanks to Allah who has given me healthy and give me opportunity to present my thesis proposal, namely the correlation between language learning strategies and student thinking styles at SMA 1 Dalam. And chapter 1 is introduction, and first is background of the study. English was the world prime language which was used in diplomacy, education, business, economic, politics, and social and culture. Many information use English right now. English in Indonesia was a foreign language that almost every people learn about that to grow up like the other country. Many schools in Indonesia made English as their completion lesson in junior and senior high school. Moreover, many Islamic boarding schools like Pondok Modern Gontor Darussalam, SMA 1 Dalam, they apply English language as their daily, and all of the students have to practice that. From that habit, students that actually do not like English, they try to understand that and they apply English language as their daily language. Second is problem statement. Based on the background above, research problem of the study is formulated in question forms. Is there any correlation between language learning strategies and student thinking style at 12th grade SMA 1 Dalam? And the third is objectives of the research. Based on the problem statement above, the researcher intends to find out whether or not the significant correlation between language learning strategies and student thinking style at 12th grade SMA 1 Dalam. And the fourth is the significance of the research. Research was something that important to do in science development, especially for the English language learning. Hopefully, this result of this research gives someone benefits for the readers. It can be used in order to develop their information. The researcher delivered the significance of the research of theoretically and practically. Theoretically, the finding of the research expect to support one of the theories on language learning and thinking styles. And practically, the result of this research are expected to beneficial as a contribution to the further education research development and as information and reference for English teacher in development student thinking style. And the last is scope of the research. This research limit the study about correlation between language learning strategies and language learning strategies, especially in direct strategies, metacognitive, affective, social, and used by students and their thinking style that focus in internal and external thinking styles. Chapter 2. Review of related literature. The first is previous related research findings. In this research, the researchers take several reviews of related literature from previous research of comparisons. The first research was written by Mahmoud 2013. In his research, he used question and asked a self-report test to analyze the correlations. And the second is language learning strategies and students' thinking styles. The theoretical framework involves the discussion of language learning strategies and students' thinking style. Language learning strategies. Learners should learn their own strategies to learn English well. Research on language learning strategies has increased significantly since the ASEAN 2016 language learning strategies have received a considerable amount of significance since early 1970 for the crucial role they are playing in language learning. Many researchers define language learning strategies differently. And second is students' thinking style. Thinking was an important part of the learning process. According to Nasrah 2012, by understanding the diversity of thinking style of our students' process, we are able to ensure that students understand what we are teaching, even if they have very different styles from our own. And hypothesis of the research. Prediction over the truth regarding to the correlation between two or more variables is called as hypothesis Arinkunto 2016. In analyzing the data, the researchers use correlational quantitative research. The hypothesis going to be a statement whether or not there were correlation among the two variables. The first is research method. A research design, this research was descriptive quantitative, which was used about the correlation between two variables. Those were language learning strategies and students' thinking styles in order to find out the correlation of both. And second is population and sample. Student in this research was senior high school. The subject of this research was 12th grade of SMA N1 to dalam. And research variables. There were two variables that used in conducting research, namely the independent variables and dependent variable. The independent variable in this study was the use of the language learning strategies. Meanwhile, the dependent variable in this study was to improve students' thinking style. And the fourth is research instrument. The instrument which was used by the researcher was questionnaire. It divided into two parts. The first one, the questionnaire of language learning strategy, which was consisted of three main parts. Those were metacognitive, affective, and social, which each part consisted of 5 times, so the total items were 15 items. The second one was the questionnaire of thinking style, which was divided into two main parts. Those are internal and external, which each part consists of 10 items, so the total items are 20 items. Procedure of data collection. In collected data, the researcher used some procedure as follows. First, the researchers came to the class and explained the purpose of the research. Second is researchers explain about the questionnaire and how to answer it. And next, the questionnaire were distributed to the students. The student gave 35 to 45 minutes. After answering the questionnaire, the researcher collected it from the students and says thanks to the students for their time to answer the questionnaire. And the fifth is technique of data analysis. Data obtained from the questionnaire through the following formula. And the first formula is formula of mean score. To calculate the mean score, the following formula was applied: mean x sigma x per n, where x mean score Sigma X means the sum of all score, the number of students, and the number of students. And thank you, that is my thesis proposal. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.